Hi everyone, this is Liza, the neighborhood voice for the Upper Highlands. And that is Eclipse behind me hanging out in the window. She's one of my kitties. But I am here today to do something a little bit different. I'm going to take you on an adventure with me. So I'm not going to tell you about a place that I already know in the area. I'm actually going to discover some place with you all. So I am sitting currently in my studio, and I use that term very loosely because I am not a professional artist in any way, shape, or form. I use art as an outlet for myself, and primarily my art is not on canvas with paint or colored pencils or crayons or markers or whatever. I don't typically do that type of art. Art that I do is with fabric. So I create clothing, I create quilts. A lot of the art that I create is fabric based. And so I got curious one day. I'm a big fan of watching those fashion shows on TV. And one of the fashion shows that I saw, they were creating their own fabric. And I got really curious about that because that's something I would love to explore myself. And so I started looking online to see where I could find fabric paint and everything, because this is not something that I have seen in my local craft store and my fabric stores. And so I heard about the Preston Arts Center, and that's where we're going to go explore today. The Preston Arts Center is quite literally down the street from my house. They're right on Bardstown Road. They're in the Gardner Lane Shopping Center. And so I thought I would take you with me as I kind of explore that. And so since I am not a vlogger and I don't know what I am doing, I wanted to do this kind of intro in my own studio because I don't know how much I'm actually going to talk while we're there. But I will definitely bring you along and kind of give you a little wrap up when we get back. So Rachel and I are here at the Preston Art Center. We are here, we have found the fabric paint. She's gonna help me kind of figure out what I need. So Rachel, I am looking to kind of create my own pattern on muslin. So I'm looking to like paint out my own pattern on muslin and everything.
Yeah. We got lots and lots of options. Crazy pearlescent colors that are like liquid gold, gorgeous. And all of these are really high flow, which means they move through like a pen or a brush very quickly, which means they don't build up on top of your fabric. So they'll lay like that.
I like that you guys have the examples here that I can kind of see.
Yeah, and you can build them up like crazy and get like this very like dense sort of thing, but you don't have to because there's no rules. There's never any rules for anything ever.
Exactly. Okay guys, I just walked out of the Preston Art Center. I have everything that I need to create my fabric. I got paint, I got brushes. They helped me out so much. They gave me ideas. They helped me figure out what I needed in order to do the technique that I want to do, as well as helped me understand the process a little bit more. They have classes there, so I think in the future I will actually be taking a class because they will actually teach you how to paint your fabric, which is something that I'm really interested in. But now that I have what I need to create it, I'm going to go home. I'm going to break out my new supplies. I'm going to have fun. It is a holiday weekend right now that I'm recording this. So I'm going to go home, make the fabric, and then hopefully make something out of that fabric that's really cool. But they showed me some really nice things. All right, everybody, I'm back in my studio where this whole adventure began. If you're interested in what I created with the paints that I got, I've inserted a picture right here so that you can kind of see what I did with it. That really wasn't the point of this. The point of this was to tell you about this awesome place in my neighborhood, the Preston Arts Center, that I had no clue existed. They've been around since 1941 here in Louisville. They have a location in Jeffersonville, Indiana as well. If you are an artist of any kind, if you do any type of crafting of any sort, I highly recommend going. Even if you don't do any crafts or you don't consider yourself an artist, look at their classes, look at their workshops. They offer a lot of different mediums, which I didn't expect. I honestly thought going in that I wasn't going to find what I needed. I didn't think they would have anything to deal with fabric art. And they actually did. They not only had fabric art, but they had all kinds of things that kids could do, things that you can do. You know, my partner and I do date nights every once in a while, and we're always looking for creative ideas. They had a create your own board game thing. Which is definitely going to be a date night for me here soon. We're going to create our own board game because we're big geeks like that. But, you know, they have all kinds of really creative things that you can do. So even if you don't consider yourself an artist, consider going, see what you can find, see what you can do. This is just a great local place to explore. And I'm really glad that I went there. I'm really glad that I took the time to go and see what they had rather than going to that big chain craft store to see if they had what I needed, or even just going online and getting what I needed. I would rather support local operations, so especially one that's been around for so long. So do me a favor, come to my neighborhood, check out the Preston Arts Center. I highly recommend it. Their staff is incredible. They are all artists, so they all know what they're talking about. Megan, who I showed earlier in the video, she wanted to double check with some other people that worked there to be sure that I had everything that I needed for what I was doing. So she asked other people to be sure that I didn't need any other products before I left, so that I didn't have to come back and say, oh wait, I need this other thing before I can do this. So they're incredibly knowledgeable, they're incredibly helpful. Go check them out, see what you can find, and explore your neighborhoods. Find those hidden gems that you didn't know were there. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.